Hello, everybody. Welcome to How I Built a Travel Business from My Kitchen Table. My name is Chelsea Beednell. I have been a home based travel agent for going on 9 years now. I started in the spring of 2017, shortly after I found out I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. And so I wanted to kind of share with you today how I went about building a travel business from home, from my kitchen table for the most part. Have you ever dreamed of working from home, setting your own business hours, building a business that lets you travel more with your loved ones? That was me, kind of a long time ago at this point, but not so long ago. I was sitting at my kitchen table wondering if it was even possible. And today, I just wanted to take a moment to share my story of how I built a travel business from home and how you could too. So, like I said, it was 2017. My husband and I had just found out that we were expecting our first child. And even though we were both working more than full time, we were both working 50 to 60 hours a week, we were really still barely making ends meet. Um, I knew we needed a way to make extra money, but especially once our daughter came, we really didn't want to have to work outside the home more than we already were. So at the time, it was super common for online businesses and home-based businesses to be selling things like leggings, essential oils, body wraps, health supplements, jewelry, that kind of stuff. Um, it was very product based, and that was not something that interested me at all. I didn't want to be peddling a product. I didn't want to have to take up space in my home for product inventory. It just, works out great for a lot of people. It wasn't what I was looking for at all. So when I found this travel business opportunity, it seemed really perfect. For one, I love to travel. I always have. I was already planning trips for myself and for others. So why not get paid for it? That was kind of the thought process that I had with it. It seemed very much like a no-brainer. Um, so decided to give it a go, get started. And, when that was happening, we really obviously did not have a big budget. Like I said, we were kind of barely making ends meet. The whole point of starting this was to make additional funds to survive and thrive once our daughter arrived. So, literally, I opened up my laptop at my kitchen table and took the first steps. I started training, learning the industry, getting connected with a host agency, and started, just marketing myself to people that I already knew, um, you know, friends, family. I'd let them know that I had started, utilized some very, kind of rudimentary social media marketing. And that was really it. I posted on Facebook. I talked to my parents and my grandparents who traveled anyways and said, hey, if I can meet or beat the prices that you're getting through, the suppliers that you're booking through, would you be willing to book your trips with me? And they said, obviously, yes. So that was how it all started. It was utilizing existing resources and relationships that I had to build a business that, has grown well above and beyond that at this point. Um, so four things became clear to me very quickly. The best part is that the business fit around my family. So unlike a job, I could work this business whenever I wanted. I made it fit around my family schedule and not the other way around. So, like I said, when I first started, I didn't have any children, and so it was a little bit easier, but I was very busy with my day job. And so, whenever I wasn't working, I was able to suit this to my needs in my life. I would work in the evenings or during my lunch break or whatever. The training and the support that we receive through this opportunity made it so much easier than it could have been. The travel industry is huge. It can be not complicated, but complex. There's a lot of different travel suppliers. There's a lot of different trainings available. There's just, a lot of aspects to it. And so the support that we receive through the host agency that I work with and kind of the team that I partnered with made it so much easier to get up and running quickly. And I kind of alluded to this already, but there was an amazing agent community. So not only did I have access to all the training resources I could ever want, but I was also part of a community of other travel agents who could, I could reach out to them for help and support. Some of my best friends have come from this community of other travel agents. And truly, there's the potential to earn unlimited income is definitely present. So the more effort I put in, the more income I could generate. In total, this business provided the opportunity to gauge in not one stream of income, but 7 different potential streams of income. And so, there are travel agents that make $0 a year. If you don't put anything into it, you're not going to get anything out of it. There are also travel agents that make multiple 6 and 7 figure incomes through this business opportunity. And not only has it made it so I can help other people travel more and plan their unforgettable vacations, I've also been able to travel more and have lots of opportunities within my life and within my family. And then fundamentally, I've built a business that's mine. I'm the CEO of my own travel agency, of my own company. And, that is pretty cool. I built the brand, I made the logo, I've got the website, all of that. I do the marketing, it's mine. And it continues to grow. It ebbs and flows based on the time that I have to put into it, the dedication that I have, but it also continues to grow over time. It stays steady and continues to grow over time. And all of that started, like I said, from my kitchen table with, just a laptop and a desire to have something different in my life. We've taken our young children to multiple states and countries at this point. You can see on here some of the different trips that we've taken together. We've been able to welcome a second child into our family more recently. She'll be 2 in a couple of months. But we've been to Disney, we've been on cruises, we've been to different countries, different states across the United States, and we've got a lot more on our bucket list at this point. And probably the coolest part about all of this is I'm not special. I am just a mom from Ohio. I have middle class family, whatever. There's nothing special about me that made it possible for me to do it besides I had the desire and the will to do so, which means you can do it too. Anybody can do this. Here are some of the steps that I took to jumpstart my business. I connected with a host agency and developed that partnership. From there, I learned the basics of booking and marketing my services. And I started small and built from there. And again, this is something that can go fast. It's something that can go slow. It's something that can go at a medium pace. Whatever you want to do with this business is what can be done. So, like I said, any person can do this if you have the desire and the will to do so. So if you want to learn more about becoming a travel agent, we do right now have a free 3-day masterclass that teaches all the ins and outs of how to get started. And we've also developed a 30-day business launch workbook for all of our new travel agents that walks you through all the fundamentals of establishing a really strong foundation for a thriving travel business. So if you're interested in learning more, you can go to www.travelintosuccess.com. You'll enter your information and the referral code BeadNellTravel, and then click submit. That'll take you on to all the information either on the next screen or via email. Sometimes those emails go to spam, so make sure you check there. But I'm happy to welcome you into learning more about this opportunity. If you have questions, please leave a comment. Feel free to reach out. Would love to talk more. But thanks. Have a great day.